Everyone is talking about AGI, artificial general intelligence, a machine that thinks like a human. But that is not what 2026 will be about. According to Demis Hassabis, CEO of Google DeepMind, the next real shift is not consciousness. It is convergence. Not one breakthrough, not one model, but the moment when all pieces of AI finally lock together into a single functional system. For years, AI evolved in fragments. Text models here, image generators there, video, speech, robotics, agents, all progressing separately. 2026 is the year those fragments start behaving like one machine, not an AGI. Something more concrete, something more dangerous in practice. Hassabis calls it the convergence of modalities, a system that can see, hear, reason, remember, simulate, and act inside the same loop. Google's Gemini was designed this way from the start. It was not born as a chatbot. It was built as a multimodal foundation: images, video, audio, text, and now, increasingly, actions. This matters because intelligence is not just about language. It is about interacting with reality. One of the clearest signs of this shift is Google's image model, internally nicknamed Nano Banana Pro. It does not just generate images, it reasons about them. It creates an image, evaluates it, adjusts it, and iterates, like an agent inspecting its own output. This same logic is now spreading to video. With models like VO3, Google is no longer just generating clips. It is generating coherent visual sequences that obey physical intuition. But video alone is not the breakthrough. The real leap is what happens when video meets world models. This is where Genie enters the picture. Genie is not a video generator. It is a world generator. What you see are not pre-built environments. There are no objects, no 3D engine, no Unity, no Unreal. Every pixel is generated on the fly. When you turn your view, that part of the world did not exist before. When you paint a wall and look away, the paint persists. The system remembers. This is not rendering, it is simulation. Genie has learned an internal model of how the world behaves by watching massive amounts of video. It reverse engineers physics, motion, material behavior, and spatial consistency. It is not perfect, but it is coherent. And coherence is everything. Because once a system can simulate the world, it can train inside it. Robots do not need to learn only in the physical world anymore. They can practice in generated realities. This is the bridge between perception and action. And that bridge is already being crossed. Gemini Robotics 1.5 is not a specialized robot brain. It is the same model running across different robot bodies. No fine-tuning per form factor. No task-specific programming. You speak. The system perceives the environment. It breaks the task into steps. It executes actions. It adapts when the situation changes. This is not a scripted demo. This is a general control loop. Language becomes movement. At the same time, Gemini Live shows what happens when multimodality goes real time. A human points a camera at the world. The AI understands what it sees. It reasons live. It guides actions step by step, changing oil, fixing objects, solving physical problems in real environments. This is not about replacing experts. It is about compressing skill acquisition. In 2026, the latency drops. The reasoning improves. The reliability increases. And suddenly, assistance stops being passive. It becomes embodied. But the most misunderstood part of this roadmap is agents. Everyone talks about AI agents. Very few are reliable. Google's approach is different. Instead of one giant agent, they build ecosystems of specialized agents. The co-scientist agent does not summarize papers. It proposes hypotheses, designs experiments, refines research strategies. The code agent does not autocomplete. It detects vulnerabilities, analyzes code dynamically, fixes issues autonomously. The data science agent automates entire analytical pipelines. These systems are not consumer toys. They are productivity multipliers for experts. And that is the real pattern of 2026. Not magic, not consciousness. Systemization, perception, reasoning, memory, simulation, action, feedback, all connected. This is why Hassabis pushes back on AGI hype. Today's systems are impressive, but they are not creative in the human sense. They do not make intuitive leaps. They do not invent new theories from nothing. They are not coherent across all domains. They can perform at a doctoral level in narrow slices, then fail at basic reasoning seconds later. A true AGI would not do that. That is why Hassabis estimates 5 to 10 years, not 1. And yet, 2026 still matters. Because you do not need AGI to transform society. You only need systems that can reliably act. Assistants that see what you see, robots that understand instructions, models that simulate outcomes before acting, agents that coordinate complex workflows. This is not intelligence replacing humans. It is reality becoming assisted. In science, drug discovery timelines collapse from years to months. In robotics, training shifts from factories to simulations. In creativity, iteration becomes nearly free. In daily life, skills become guided processes. The world does not become artificial. It becomes augmented. 2026 is not the year AI wakes up. It is the year the stack closes. And once a system can see, reason, simulate, and act, it does not need to be conscious to change everything. This transmission ends here. The next one is already forming. Stay aware and subscribe to Remain in the Signal.